Coming to you from twitch.tv/Sid Lulz with a Z, the It's Late Show with Sid Lulz. Tonight, Sarcastic Blonde 13, a mystery guest to Sid and you alike, featuring Sid, Spotify, and chat. Tonight's episode, when you're here, your family. Now here he is, Sid Lulz.
Good evening, and welcome to the It's Late Show with Sid Lulz.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. How is everybody this evening? It is I, Sid Lulz, and welcome to the It's Late Show featuring Sid Lulz. I am your host, Sid Lulz, and we're just gonna have some Sid Lulzing times, aren't we? So, Jello, Jello. It is episode 4. I like Jello. That's all I wrote here. I don't know. Thank you. I like Jello. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about. I love this. You love this. I don't know what I wrote for this. I love this. You love this. If not, go watch XQC, bitch. But it is August 7th, 2022, and yeah, it's our episode 4. I ain't got no gas on it. Yeah, that's true. I ain't got no gas on it, you know what I'm saying? I want to start off by wishing a happy Battle of Boyaca Day to our Colombian viewers. Viva Colombia. It was the battle that pretty much let northern South America start being their own countries and stuff. It's pretty cool stuff. Colombia's a cool place. They got some cool stuff. Sarcastic Blonde is our special guest this evening. Sarcastic Blonde, awesome streamer, awesome mom, awesome wife, great lady, great person. And then our performing artist is Bionicle Boy Scout. We got something special for you with that one. Thank you. We got Bionicle Boy Scout here. But I'm just gonna take a second, just before we get started on things that have happened today. Like I said, I can't see anything y'all are typing, but how's the weather been for y'all? Been nice? What's the deal with the weather? What's up with the weather? Am I right? Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Why can't the weather go sideways? Am I right? Am I right? Well, there we go. Speaking of which, I actually found out something very interesting, because I used to think the phrase, what's the deal with airline food was supposed to be what's up with airline food. We've talked about this on the stream before. I've thought this for a long time, and we ended up looking into this a little bit more. The original joke is what's up with airline food, because what's up with airline food, but Jerry Seinfeld, yeah, thank you. I knew it the whole time. But Seinfeld said, what's the deal with airline food? It's supposed to be an anti-joke. An anti-joke, if you will. Okay? But yeah, good stuff. I'm not completely done. And then, anyway, so this day in history, August 7th, 1782, George Washington started the Badge of Military Merit, which turned into the Purple Heart. So today is also actually Purple Heart Day. George Washington was also a 40-foot tall lizard from the Paleolithic era, if anyone didn't notice. George Washington might have been the Loch Ness monster. Right when you think you know what's going on, bam, he comes and gets his $3.50 from you. I mean, that's what George Washington does. Am I right? Am I right? Let's see. In 1858, August 7th, the first Australian rules football game. Yeah. Australian rules football. It was Melbourne Grammar versus Scotch College. Yeah, we got some Australian football fans in the house. I see. Yeah. Do you know what the difference is between regular football and Australian football? Because pretty much the same thing. It's just Australian football's just it's upside down and there's a lot more cunts. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Oh yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Good one. Thank you, drummer. You're on it, drummer. You're always on it. Love it. 1944, August 7th. IBM they programmed what the fuck? IBM dedicated its first program-controlled calculator, called the Harvard Mark I. It's a fucking calculator that had 5 horsepower. Never heard of a calculator. Yeah, I've never heard of a calculator having horsepower. But I guess you need to have some horsepower when you help with the Manhattan Project. We're just gonna move past that one. Sheesh. August 7th. August 7th, 1960. The Ivory Coast gained independence from France. Just in, we actually have the reaction to how the French felt when the Ivory Coast left. They're pretty much just like, the Côte d'Ivoire, they have left us, but it is okay. I'm going to eat bread. I don't have a long cigarette, but I have the vape. But Ivory Coast, cool name, Côte d'Ivoire. It's always my favorite pick in the World Cup.
Make sure we set aside time to get a lobster roll on the way.
I'll grab the
Oh,
car.
you want the lobster roll? Of course. 1978, August 7th. We got a lot of stuff that happened today. Jimmy Carter had an emergency meeting at Love Canal because of negligent toxic waste dumping. Speaking of which, speaking of toxic waste dumping at the Love Canal, I am fully healed after the one-chip challenge from a few days ago. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. My Love Canal got all the negligent toxic waste out of it, so I'm feeling much better now. But it was fun, We'll get that 2022 one rolling next. Whenever I think that's shit. That might come out like tomorrow. I gotta double check that. Famous birthdays today. We got Bruce Dickinson. Yes, the Bruce Dickinson. He puts his pants on one leg at a time. Oh, first. Nice. Good one. Puts his pants on one leg at a time, but after they're on, he makes gold records. So that's Bruce Dickinson for you. And then, give it up. Give it up for Bruce Dickinson. We also got David Duchovny from X-Files and Californication fame. He's the one who's just always got that face. It's just like, let me get. Oh yeah, aliens. Yeah, that's my David Duchovny impression. And then it's also Sidney Crosby's birthday. Sidney Crosby. Shout out to another fellow Sidney. He's a hockey player for the Pittsburgh Penguins, I believe. Sidney Crosby. Good guy, cool guy. Apparently he's pretty good at hockey. Now we're on to some of the news stories. Let's see. Wall Street Bets has YOLO'd into the GameStop AMC. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, Wall Street Bets has YOLO'd into the GameStop AMC, dude, no cap fam. On life, bruv, it's bussin'. That's what I hear. Yeah, don't quite know what that means. Again, I start writing stuff down off the Reddit, and I'm kind of just like, it's interesting. But you know, they're apparently having a lot of fun over there. Thank you. In other news, there was a guy who viral video going around of a guy. He's like a head shop or a vape shop store guy, and had some robbers come in and attempt to snag some joint papers. And as soon as they jumped the counter, dude stabbed him like a lot. Like the store clerk just stabbed the shit out of the guy. And yeah, thanks, drummer. Told you you're on it tonight. What you know, we can go get into like the logistics and like the arguments of whether he should have stabbed the shit out of the guy or not. Here's the weird part. Within 24 hours, this guy made a Reddit Ask Me Anything about the whole situation and said a whole lot of just things you shouldn't say immediately after stabbing somebody if you're about to be in court for it. He tried to delete the entire post, but everyone archived it. Like come on, you know, it's the fucking internet. Am I right? So just a heads up, everyone. It doesn't matter if you think what you did is right. If you did anything, yeah. Thank you, drummer. Drummer knows. All right, look, the drummer over here, he's probably been to court 1,000,000 times. All right, you can't be a drummer and not at least have a little bit of court experience. All right. In other news, in software news, Sammy Solutions private beta is finally underway. Yours truly actually got a sneak peek copy of it. By the way, all my shit that you're using right now is using the new one. So we're going to see how it works. We're going to see if it's working better, if it's working worse. It's been working fine. I mean, if anything, maybe like one button's not going to work for some stupid reason. But it's looking nice. Layout's really good. If anybody wants a way to revolutionize, yeah, thank you. I was very excited. If anyone wants a way to revolutionize your streaming setup, get in touch with me if you need help downloading and installing Sammy Solutions. Sammy, it's as good as a delicious sandwich. That's a line I made up. Yeah, we'll see if they like it. Anyway, yeah. Speaking of me, thank you. Speaking of me, I was on Clank 41's game show today. I literally just told you that. Ace was also there as well. Everyone was very surprised that he was in a bathtub, which, you know, for all of us, that's just, you know, we just see that shit all the time, right? But you know, we try as we might. Both Ace and I did not make it to the next round in 2 weeks.
Do you guys like my hair?
Oh,
it looks fantastic. Did you get your hair cut? I mean, did you get your mane cut?
My mane, yes.
Oh, we got it.
It's my Bob Ross wig.
It looks fan-fucking-tastic. I see a happy little tree.
Nice. Good guy. Clank 41's great. Go drop him a follow. Cool stuff over there. He plays music and stuff too. But, you know, despite what we tried, Ace and I were just head and shoulders under the competition. Yeah, head and shoulders, because always sitting on his bath thing. Am I right? Yeah. But it was great. It was great. We'll try again on a game show there again eventually. Speaking of game shows, Paradox from The Only Game Show had a birthday this week. It's true. It's true. Not fun. You know, it's an actual thing. He also announced a new game format for The Only Game Show. It's going to be like a Mario Party board. There's going to be like mini games for everyone. It's going to be pretty interesting. And if anyone else is as curious as I am, you can come check me out on the fucking Only Game Show, not this upcoming Friday, but next Friday, August 19th. Don't worry, I'll definitely be reminding y'all of that one as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be on the fucking Only Game Show. Thank you. Let's see. In other Twitch news, Twitch has announced their Nerve Control Center. It's going to be a new, I guess, show or live stream or something they've started doing that talks about Twitch news and happenings. Sounds kind of familiar to me. Sounds like what I have been doing the last 4 weeks. So Twitch. You need someone to talk about the Twitch news? Huh? Huh? Gotcha. I can do it for you. Let me host. Let me host. And then Daniel Day-Lewis impersonator, Josh Belmar, has started a Twitch casino over at his channel. He's getting all kinds of streamers over there playing poker. He's found this cool poker site that lets little videos pop up on the screen and stuff. The only interesting thing though is he said he actually had to get to page 3 on Google to find it. I actually went through pages on Google. That's when I was like, ugh. Yeah, if you look through pages to find something activating your webcam on Google, like, you better keep an eye on that thing. Yeah, that thing's gonna turn on whenever you don't want it to turn on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he played his poker game and, like one is to do, scammed everyone. Scammed everyone. It's just the way it goes. Got scammers in the house. Am I right? Am I right? What I'm wondering is, when are we going to play a game of Baccarat, huh? Who wants to do a fucking Baccarat stream, huh? We got any takers? Anybody here a Baccarat player? Fucking meh. I think there's dice in Baccarat, right? That's dice, yeah. But yeah, fuck yeah. So this is episode 4. This is The Late Show. I am Sid. Sarcastic Blonde's here. We're going to have Bionicle Boy Scout. It's gonna be great, I'm still waking up. Let's fucking go. Alright?
It's time for Wanderlust Rip of the Week. And now it's time for your performing guest.
Yeah, so Sid, a lot of went into this, and then it all fell apart real fast. So, the mystery guest is just gonna be, I guess, just kind of me, but it'll be alright. It'll work out. It'll work out. Yeah, it's like, hang on, I literally woke up seconds ago, so you're just gonna have to be with me here. And also, just one thing to note that I just noticed, that the announcement that you posted for the Late Show, I don't know if that's always the case, but you posted it with like two dots in the twitch.tv. I never used that link, but I just did it today, and I was like, that's a thing. Oh yeah, just hold on. I gotta get my chair. I'm so sorry about all this. Sorry about the delay, people. I love you all. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. I'm on the floor. I'm dancing. I don't know. Shit. I really had this all prepared, and then now, literally, like as I go to set this up, it's dead. Sorry, Sid. I apologize for all this nonsense right here. Where the fuck is this thing? Fuck it. I'll just do it like this. It's fine. I'm just gonna do it differently than I had planned. I'm just gonna have to look into the camera. I was gonna look away from it, but I gotta look into it now. All right. So Sid, I got like this real famous writer to make a thing. I can't pronounce his name. Won't even try. Dude dropped out on me anyway, so that's all right. Where are we? Let me just turn on my camera. Okay, is it working? Camera's working. Okay, hello. I can't really look into the camera as much as I wanted to, because like the trick was either I look into the camera or I look away from it, but it's not gonna work. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Why are you counting down? Making me have anxiety about this ad, dude. Oh, shoot. Chicken went into his office where Sid was waiting for him. God, RVP could be so too infuriating. Okay, he said, as Sid walked up from his desk. You got it. Got what? Sid asked. Oh, come on. We don't have to rehash this over and over again. You said it, and I agree with it. Trust me, Chicken, Sid interjected. Say it. So he took a step toward feeling stronger and better. Free yourself, Chicken. Chicken rolled his eyes. Say it now, Sid repeated. Chicken. Chicken looked at the floor, huffing. Chicken looked at the floor, huffing. When he glanced back up, he could feel Sid's eyes bearing down on him, watching his every move.
Chicken.
Okay, he said, licking his lips. I love RBP. That's it. Sid felt the words shoot through him like a knife, but not for the reason he had originally thought. Not for the reason he originally thought he would. Sid felt the words shoot. Oh God. I apologize. Oh God. It's true. He lowered his head back down onto his arms on the desk. Chicken was over to him in a moment, his hand on Sid's back. Come on, man, he said awkwardly. Here, have a drink. He grabbed the bottle of seltzer water he usually kept on his desk. Sid glanced up, feeling rather silly, and took the drink. He couldn't help but look at Chicken, who knelt beside him, still not having taken his hand off his shoulder. Thank you, Chicken, he said, rather embarrassed. You're welcome, Chicken. Said you're welcome, said Chicken. One second. I just can't breathe. You're welcome, Chicken, said genuinely. Chicken said genuinely. Are you alright? I'm better than alright, Sid lied, trying to put on a bold face. I'm reborn. With that revelation was the catharsis all that I needed. I've looked at the truth in its pure, unadulterated form. Now I can get on with my life. He stood up. Chicken who...
Well, my apologies, Ace. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do a quick be right back, and then we'll have Sarcastic Blonde on. See you in a sec. And now, what you've all been waiting for, Sarcastic Blonde. I need to make this timing different. Hey, there we go. Hello. And baby.
You had better have been waiting for me.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, you need to be bigger. There we go. Give me one sec.
I have no idea what's going on right now. Can everyone hear me?
I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
Can they?
You doing okay?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Is everyone hearing okay? Okay, perfect. I can hear. Awesome. So, hello, Sarcastic Blonde. I hope you're doing well this evening. You look head over heels to be here.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
This is annoying me. I need to make this. There we go.
The mining don't stop crafting.
The mine don't start. Yeah, I see you're playing Minecraft right
I am.
now. How is that going for you? What's going on with your Minecraft lately? What have you been doing?
I have named a couple of landmarks. I have begun crafting my own little landmark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on getting myself a dark oak tree. I don't know why it won't grow. I've dropped close to a full stack of bone meal into it, and it won't grow.
Okay, and what got you into playing Minecraft? Do you remember the first time you played Minecraft?
I think it was my niece and nephew. You know, my oldest daughter's big baby's cousins.
Oh, yes, of course.
I think I got into it before she was born, and actually it might have been my twin who initially insisted that I play with her, and that might have been the first time I ever played. She gave me a free, it was back when it was free on the computer, and she gave me a link.
Nice.
I don't know if it was free. The link she gave me was free. Let me clarify that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's, that's one way or another. Sorry, I skipped ahead. What got you into Twitch?
You?
Me, you say?
Yeah, well, it was, you know, we got gifted this computer, and when you started streaming, I spent that time trying to figure out what I'd like to do on here, the kind of footprint I'd like to leave, and I've stuck so closely to that idea that I'm shocked it took me so long to get to that point anyways. I should have just started months before I did.
Gotcha. And who was your first favorite streamer to watch?
I didn't really watch much Twitch, but I got into it as a little crossover. There were a couple of YouTubers I watched that also had Twitches, so I started watching, it was Willow Davis. Started watching Willow Davis on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Willow. So what do you care to get into the community that Willow Davis is involved in and all
Well,
that?
he's kind of strayed from, you know, how I originally found him. He's kind of strayed from that. All you need to know is that it's the Lowells Cow community. It's a Lowells Cow community. It's got a very broad reach at this point. A lot of players, a lot of characters, a lot of side characters, main characters. It's a lot.
It is
A lot of
definitely-
content creators. It's been, gosh, like 4 years now that I've been enthralled in this community. I could never begin to condense it down into a 3-minute answer for you.
If you had to condense it into a 3-second answer, what does it go?
Amberlyn Reed and Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty. That's all you need to know. If you know, you know.
All right.
But he doesn't really cover them much anymore. He branched out. He does a lot of King Cobra and Kay's Cooking.
Ooh, okay.
And a lot of gameplay, which he posts a lot of his streams up to YouTube. But yeah.
Gotcha. So also you're a fan of music, correct? You like
Music?
Yeah, you enjoy music. Am
Yeah,
I right
who
in saying
doesn't?
that? Well, some people.
The weirdos.
Yeah. So what are some of your favorite musical artists?
Blink-182, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
My first and only real concert, was Blink-182 that my favorite person in the world gave me tickets to.
Where are you?
That is.
I have a motion to bring before you.
Me?
Yes.
What?
There is another Blink-182 song with the "Where are you" line, but it's longer and there's extra words. I'd like to motion to bring that in as Blink-182 too.
Where are you?
Blink-182 too?
Mm-hmm. A command, Blink-182 too.
Which one?
I don't know. I just figured I'd ask you in front of all your chat, see what chat thinks.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
I'll clip it
Exclamation 182. Oh, that's not a bad idea. What other bands?
for you. Oh yeah, I remember. It said, "Where are you now?" I think
Are
that
you
would be a
now?
great addition. Where are you now? Anyways, where are you now?
If there was any other band you could see live, what would it be?
Pink has an amazing live show. Under any circumstances, including but not limited to Return from the Grave, kind of
Mm-hmm.
hypothetical.
Yeah, no. You
All
can
right,
bring
hands
back-
down, Cranberries.
Cranberries?
Cranberries, hands down. Do you know how amazing that woman was singing live?
Oh yes.
It mind-boggling.
The Cranberries are great.
Some of the most true to album live music I've ever heard. And for her, that's saying quite a lot.
Oh yeah. Most def. No, Cranberries that's a good choice. Good choice. How long have you liked cheese?
I mean, I've always liked cheese.
But when would you say is do you remember the first time you had a fancy cheese?
Yeah, it was when I was training to be a cheesemonger at work.
Wait, so that was the first time you ever had any?
The first time I ever had real fancy, all right, so I call it now, the distinction for me is shelf cheese.
Okay.
Or just cheese. I call it cheese or shelf cheese. If it gets sold on any kind of shelf and it's not directly off the block, it's shelf cheese.
So, okay, but so you never had anything that was cut into a wedge or anything?
I mean,
Or
nothing.
you never had any feta or anything?
I mean,
Yeah, right. That's fine.
I've had shelf feta.
Shell feta.
There was one time I was sick. And my mom took me to Publix,
Mhm.
and there was a woman sampling Cabot cheddar,
Mhm.
and they gave me a shirt, and it said cheddar is better or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And that was when I came up with my cheese slogan, which is cheddar is better than all but feta.
Cheddar is better than all but feta.
Sometimes I use them interchangeably. Sometimes I say feta is better than all but cheddar.
Okay. I mean, that's good.
But that was like my first. That would have been probably like my first. Like, okay, I have a shirt now, and I wore that shirt a lot. But yeah, I guess my mom had told her I was sick, and she gave me the shirt, and it was really nice. But other than that, no, it was mostly shelf cheese until I trained for that job, which was relatively recent, I would say.
Okay. What about painting? When did you
You're jumping all over the place, aren't you?
Yeah, we're just getting all your
Covering all the bases.
Yeah, we're getting all your likes. How did you when do you remember the first time you enjoyed painting?
I wouldn't prefer painting, to be honest. Like, I love art in general. My love and my heart goes to photography. I wouldn't necessarily say that like there's a moment. It was more like I always wanted art lessons growing up, and we never had any money for that. And on the same hand, my twin was getting like personal private lessons for the violin. They spent thousands of dollars for her to have like the best violin she could have. She was what was it? First chair, second violin in high school, right before she moved. And so I had always just wanted art lessons, and we never had any money for that. So as an adult, my mom went back and started doing art lessons, and she invited me once, and so that's kind of where I got into it, because, I never had that opportunity. And I always wanted to learn oils, and so I took that opportunity to learn.
Okay. So with photography though, what's your favorite thing about photography?
What do you mean, my favorite thing?
Like what's something you just enjoy about, like, what's, like, when you think of photography, what's the first thing that makes you just be like, yeah?
I mean, I could talk for hours about anything relating to photography. What I like about it, everything I know about it. You have to be more specific than what's your favorite. Like, what's my favorite camera? What's my favorite photography style? What's my favorite
What got you into
focus?
clouds?
Clouds?
I've seen you take pictures of clouds.
Oh, if I see a pretty sky, I just want to capture it forever. Let me see. My favorite, okay, my favorite thing, my favorite study, my favorite, like, thing to focus on, my favorite, like, study word is reflection. I love taking pictures in mirrors and that kind of thing. Love it. I love how, like, you can get, like, two separate pictures in the same frame just by, putting somebody in front of a mirror. You get two different angles. It's like two completely different pictures of the same subject in the same frame. Love it. Love all of it. My favorite style of photography would be fashion photography, which is more like editorial work. It's like the artsy fartsy side of, like, ads and stuff, like fashion houses, Fendi, Gucci, all of that kind of thing, Marc Jacobs. They do all kinds of crazy photography, and that's just my favorite. I mean, you've got like commercial photography, which is probably the easiest with which to make money doing photography, like headshots, weddings, that kind of thing. There's freelance photography that it's like finding a band that's going to play in your town and being like, hey, I'll come take pictures for you, and editing. I despise photo editing. So when I take pictures, one of my goals, very funny indeed. So when I take pictures, my goal is to require as little editing as possible. So I'm actually like focusing on a lot of like what this picture is going to look like, how the lighting looks. All of that goes into account before I like snap the picture, because I don't like to edit. I will pick a frame based on how little I have to edit it.
Okay. So we know you enjoy makeups and things.
Mhm.
Speaking of what you call it, fashion art thing.
Fashion photography?
Yeah. So I'm gonna just name some stuff that I know the names of, and I want you to tell me your favorite one of those.
Okay.
All right. So what is your favorite foundation?
I mean, currently it's the KVD Good Apple Balm Foundation. It stopped working how I liked it to. I think my skin goes through phases, and it only really works well with like one type of skin.
Okay. And then what about palette, eyeshadow palette. There we go.
Like favorite brand, like overarching brand would be Sydney Grace. Love their eyeshadow formula. Favorite palette, currently my favorite palette is the Foodie Beauty Rose Quartz.
Mm-hmm.
That one's probably my favorite right now. Good palette.
Okay. And then what is your favorite other makeup?
I've got quite a few. Currently, one of my favorite things is like really shimmery, multi-chrome, duochrome liquid eyeshadows. And I use those quite a lot more than my eyeshadow palettes these days.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a One Size Beauty cheek palette. It's got a cream blush, a powder blush, and a shimmer blush all in one. Thing's amazing. And I think that's all I've got for favorites.
Okay. Well, all right. Is there any? Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Is there? Oh, sorry. We got just a couple minutes.
Thanks for coming.
We got just a couple minutes left. What do you want to plug? Anything? You got? Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to promote?
Well, I don't have my Realm link ready, so I can't really do that. But if you wanted to join this realm, you can shoot me a direct message on Discord, or you can
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, or you can
Drachmas. Thanks for coming.
You can at me in
can-
Sid's Discord.
Or you can drop her a follow. We're gonna put her. I'm gonna put a shout out for her at the next.
It's called Chatlantis. I don't know if you can search for that, but that's what it's called. And my channel.
Yeah, your channel.
I've got a TikTok, same name, everything. If you ever want to find me, just search Sarcastic Blonde. drop an E sometimes if the first time doesn't work. Just drop the E. Sometimes it doesn't like to give me enough characters for the E. But if you want to see if I'm on anything, search that first.
Hell yeah.
That's about all I can think of.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for coming by the studio. I know it was a long journey.
Quite a trek. Yeah, I'm not going to travel that far for anybody.
Yes. But it was fun. So I love you.
Oh.
And
Do you get personal like this with all of your guests?
Anyway, we'll be right back.
Is
with
that
the
how he
bar.
usually outros? I love you.
All right, we'll be right back. We'll be right back.